Back to the other end when we fell down. We could not believe we would lose it all. Now the dreams are gone and faith has drowned. Everything we lost and we never found.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Baxter012 gaming stream. Today we're looking at the Electron in Focus rocket today by Rocket Lab. Their stream should be starting any second now. Sorry for the crappy voice. But whilst their stream is starting up, let's take a look at the rocket and what the mission entails. This is basically their second attempt. We did stream the first attempt. It was scrubbed. Unlucky. Can't really do much about it. But yeah, let's take a look at the rocket. So it's the Electron in Focus. It's by Rocket Lab. Big shout out to Everyday Astronaut for providing the launch information, the pre-launch previews. This is obviously really awesome by him. So go over to his channel. Make sure you subscribe and all that type of stuff to his channel. So, launch window, it's actually been changed. It's 10:21 now. It was 10:14, but now it's 10:21, so that'll be 8:14 Melbourne time. UTC is 21:21. That's actually it's alright actually. So mission name in Focus, launch provider Rocket Lab, customer Canon Electronics and Planet. The rocket is the Electron. Launch Complex 1A, the Mahia Peninsula in New Zealand. So pretty close to us Australians here. The payload mass is approximately 80 kilograms. It's not that big, it's quite a small rocket. Where the satellite's going, so 500 kilometers sun synchronous orbit. So that's higher than the ISS at the moment. So that'll be just above it, actually. Will they be attempting to recover the first stage? No, it's not yet a capability of the Electron, but will be in the future, which is going to be awesome. The first stage will land. It'll crash into the Pacific Ocean. Will they be attempting to recover the fairings? No, it's not a capability of the Electron yet. So if they launch today, this will be the 15th launch of an Electron, the 5th launch of 2020, the 85th orbital launch attempt in 2020. So where to watch? So we've obviously got the live stream up here. So they're live now, which is awesome. It's good to see that they're live. So let's go back over to here. And obviously Tim Dodd, Everyday Astronaut, he is also live as well. So definitely go check him out. He's awesome. I watch him all the time. He's so cool. Anyway, let's take a look at the rocket. Let's take a look at what the rocket has to offer. So Rocket Lab Electron in Focus. Ooh, so they're just starting now. Okay, let me just turn them down a little bit here. Just so they're not so loud, just so we can look at the rocket here. So it's only 18 meters, so it's quite small. It's only 1.2 meters in diameter. Obviously, rocket name is the Electron. It's launching from the Onuri station in Mahia Peninsula, New Zealand. We've already covered that. Mission type is a dedicated rideshare. So they're basically loaning their capability out to customers and saying, hey, instead of launching with SpaceX and all these types of guys, come and launch with us. We're pretty cool as well. So the destination orbit, low Earth orbit, that's pretty normal for these rideshare missions. So if you want to read all that, I'm not going to go through it just because I want to save a bit of time here. But yeah, that's a bit more information about the actual mission itself. So, yeah, 10 satellites up into sun synchronous orbit, 500 kilometers up. Okay, so they're starting their stream now. So, that's basically what the payload looks like. Let me mute them here. Let me mute them. Okay, this is their engine here. And that's basically it. So this is what the rocket looks like. This is the launch site. But let's jump over to the stream, and let's watch it. Oh, beautiful shot of the Electron launching there. Sorry, I'll just do a quick transition here, guys. Don't worry, it's completely normal.
Good morning and welcome to the live broadcast of Rocket Lab's 15th Electron launch, the in-focus mission for small satellite operators, Planet and Cannon. We're coming to you live from Rocket Lab's Mission Control Center, where it's 10:04 a.m. and we're just 16 minutes away from liftoff at Rocket Lab's Launch Complex 1 in Mahia, New Zealand. My name's Dominic Vu, and I'm an assembly technician for the Electron launch vehicle.
And I'm Ariana
Awesome.
Ryan. I've had a little bit of an upgrade since last launch, and now I'm a quality engineer supporting propulsion.
So what I'm just what my little camera is well, my camera is covering up at the moment is basically terminal countdown, liftoff, and then I think max Q you can see just there, or staging. So it'll just go through that.
Inside Electron steering are 9 of the latest generation superdove satellites from Planet, the operator of the world's largest constellation of Earth imaging satellites. The 10th and final satellite on board
what am I trying to think of?
and was procured
The
for
velocity
mission
and
by
stuff like that will be
satellite
up in this
mission
top
management provider
right-hand corner.
Spaceflight Incorporated. Canon's Earth imaging microsatellite sets out to demonstrate some of the latest technologies the company has developed for satellite manufacture, including a middle-sized telescope equipped with ultra-high sensitivity cameras
Awesome, so
taking night images
we
of
might
the Earth,
actually see this
and a
launch,
small-sized
which is
telescope which is suitable for
awesome.
use.
Earth imaging satellites play a huge role in helping us monitor change on our planet. They provide actionable data.
So what's
on
also
things
being
like
covered
climate
up there
change,
is the
monitor and respond to wildfires, and they can help farmers to better manage their crops to deliver food to our table.
is the countdown.
Now, for
So
more
I'll
about
just
how
give
to
you
get
guys
customers
updates
on
if you
board,
can't
let's go to Launch
properly see it.
Complex 1, where we have mission integration engineer.
Yeah, so
Jane
it's just a bit
McNichol
cut
at
off there.
Range
I'm sorry, guys. This is
Jane?
still trying to figure out
Thanks,
my
Dom. It's great to be with you today on this beautiful morning
my
on New
stream
Zealand's
setup and
East
all that type of
Coast.
stuff. So
My
I
name is
apologize
Jane,
about
and
the
I'm a mission engineer here at Rocket Lab. Each mission
the,
at Rocket Lab
thing being
is
cut
assigned
off,
a
but-
dedicated mission manager or integration engineer, and we work closely with our customers to help them through the mission process. From the time they sign up for a launch with Electron to integrating their satellites
Actually,
onto
let me
the
just
launch
do a quick
vehicle to
transition.
successful deployment.
I'll be able to fix that right now.
So I'm standing here today at Range Control, which is
Awesome.
about 3
How
kilometers
much
away from the
better
launch
does
pad
that
itself
look?
and the payload processing facility, where the payloads for today's launch were integrated onto the launch vehicle. You can just make it out in the distance behind me. The payload processing facility is home to 2 state-of-the-art clean rooms where our customers can prepare their satellites for launch. But these clean rooms aren't the only ones that our customers can choose from. We have additional clean room facilities at our Long Beach, California headquarters.
So cool.
For US customers
I don't know
who
what it
wanna
is,
integrate
but
a
it's
closer
cool.
to home. And for customers launching out of Launch Complex 2 in Wallops, Virginia, we offer our
Hey,
brand new
what's
integrated
up,
control.
Saad Khalifi?
Offering such a wide
What's up,
range
man?
of payload processing options is just
Yeah,
one
we're
of the
just
ways that we've created the
just
most
under,
flexible and
sorry,
tailored
just
launch
over
service
13
for
minutes
our
until launch.
Back to
So,
today's
let's,
launch, the team on console have been monitoring the health of the launch vehicle, including the
Uh,
payload environment in the fairing.
Sure,
as we
why
progress
not?
through the
Let's,
count. All systems are currently green,
why not?
and
Let's,
very soon,
cash,
Cannon
cash,
2
money,
and the
money.
9-planet superdoves will be on their way to orbit. Back over to you in mission control.
But,
Thanks, Jane.
I'm definitely
So,
not doing this
you're
for the
currently
money.
looking at a
It's,
live view of Electron on the pad
just
launch
cool to
Complex
have.
1. Electron stands 18
Just,
meters tall
cool
and
to be
weighs
able to
about
sit down
13
and watch,
tons at the moment of liftoff.
some, awesome
Electron
rocket
itself
launches.
is actually incredibly lightweight due to its
So,
flat carbon composite
Do what you want
structure.
there, Saad,
Almost
but,
the entirety of the rocket's first stage is filled with a mix
yeah.
of propellants for the Rutherford
we're just here
engine.
to
Now, of that
enjoy
15
some
ton
rocket
liftoff
launches.
mass, around 12 tons is actually the liquid oxygen and kerosene that fuels Electron on its way to orbit. The white stripes you see along Electron indicate where the liquid oxygen is being loaded inside the tanks. Because of the extremely cold temperatures of the oxidizers inside, any moisture on the outside of the rocket freezes in its place and causes those white stripes of ice to appear.
As we approach T-minus 12 minutes, let's check in with Mission Control for the final go, no-go poll.
You gotta love the New Zealand accent. It's pretty cool. Guys are pretty awesome. Dude, their setups. Look at that. Triple mounted
Alright.
tri-mount for their monitors.
With the go-no-go sequence.
Jeez, let's turn that up.
Stages go.
Avionics.
Avionics is go.
AFTS.
AFTS is go.
GNC.
What's that side? I can't because I'm from...
Beacon is go.
RF.
Can't send you on. Sorry.
RF is go.
T1.
T1 is go.
See you later, Sod. See you, bud.
C is go.
LS.
Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
RSO.
Or night.
RSO is go.
Net.
Med is go.
MM.
Go.
LD sub.
LD subs go.
And exec.
Exec is go for launch.
And all stations, go-no-go sequence is complete. We're currently T-minus 11 minutes, 20 seconds and counting. We're go for the terminal count start at T-minus 10 minutes. From this time, 3-way precision.
Dude, it looks like they're all using gaming headsets. with dead shit. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome, actually.
Green across the board, Electron is go for flight.
We're
So, Electron
for
is a
launch.
two-stage to orbit
So
vehicle.
excited!
The first stage is powered by 9 3D printed electric pump Rutherford engines, which are designed and manufactured in-house by Rocket Lab. So Ari,
So
as
if you
our
guys
resident
have any
engineer and
questions or anything like that, feel
why don't
free
you let
to
us
chuck
know
it
a little bit about
in
the
the
I'd love to. When Electron was first launched in 2017,
chat, and I'll
these
try to
Rutherford
answer it
engines
to
were
the best of my
introduced as
ability.
an entirely new type of rocket engine, due to how its propellants are pumped by an electric motor powered by batteries. Today, the Rutherford engine remains the first and only electric pump-fed rocket engine to fly to space, and with this mission, will have flown 150 Rutherford engines. The Rutherford is also the first oxygen hydrocarbon engine to use 3D printing for all its primary components,
Sorry,
including the thrust chamber,
Just,
injector pumps,
moving the
and
cursor
main propellant valves.
off screen.
That's right. So for the second stage, Electron uses a single vacuum optimized version of this engine. And once it's in orbit, Electron's third stage, also known as the kick stage, takes over and carries out the final leg of the journey to deliver our customer
How
satellites
cool.
to precise custom orbits. Now, Electron is the only launch vehicle that delivers this dedicated, direct-to-custom orbit service for small
So
satellites.
that's that transport
when
erector
flying on a
that's on
rideshare
that
mission.
left-hand side of the rocket, holding
This
the rocket
provides
in
a
place
streamlined
and
path
also
to
giving
orbit for our
liquids
customers
and
eliminates the added risk,
power and all that type of
complexity,
stuff
and
to
cost
the
of
rocket.
having to develop your own spacecraft propulsion or using a third-party space tug to deliver your spacecraft to the desired orbit when flying as a rideshare.
Electron's kick stage, which also serves the foundation for our family of Photon satellites, employs our in-house design and manufactured Curie propulsion system. This 3D printed pressure-fed engine has a flight heritage across more than a dozen orbital missions. It's this unique and reliable propulsion system that ensures the kick stage provides our customers with unmatched flexibility for orbital deployment. It enables orbit raising,
Pretty cool.
orbit
Pretty
phasing
cool.
of multiple payloads on a single mission, deployment of multiple
So,
payloads to different
it's not
inclinations
going to be
and
a scrub
inclinations
this
on the
one.
same mission,
We're actually going to
hosted
get
payload support,
full
and sustained
launch.
low altitudes. It also enables deorbiting
Good.
to avoid contributing to the growing issue of space debris.
That's band is switched to high power for flight.
Shit, sorry.
All engine blips are nominal, engines are ready, and stage terminal checks are complete.
Thank you, stage.
Stage 1 and Stage 2 high voltage batteries are ready for flight.
Copy avionics. GC.
Here we go, guys. 8 minutes to
In
go.
around 8 minutes time from LC-1's Pad A, Electron
good.
will launch in a
Looking
southerly
good.
direction along the east coast of New Zealand, making its way to sun-synchronous orbit and deploying the payloads at an altitude around 500 kilometers above Earth. At about 2.5 minutes after liftoff, the Rutherford engines on the first stage will shut down before the vacuum engine on stage 2 ignites, continuing the satellites to orbit. At around 9 minutes after liftoff, that second stage engine will shut down and the kick stage will separate from the vehicle in preparation for payload deployment, about 60 minutes into the mission. Now, when the kick stage separates from Electron's second stage, it will be in elliptical orbit around Earth. So after a coasting period, the kick stage's Curie engine will ignite to propel the payloads into a circular orbit around the planet, ready for deployment into the
This morning it's looking pretty sunny in Melbourne here. It's not looking so good in
today's webcast shortly after kick
America.
stage separation, at around 10 minutes after liftoff. You can continue following our mission via our social media channels, where we will post confirmation of payload
So
deployment.
the clamp on the transporter erector has now opened itself up and is looking good, and is also retracting now. So awesome, we're seeing the retraction of the transporter erector.
FTS is green and enabled for flight.
QAvionics.
Different companies call it different things. Transporter erector. Oh my god, I've got blank. But they just call it different things, okay? Just believe me.
Right now, we're at T-minus 6 minutes to launch. And a quick update on the weather. It's a little cloudy out there today, but we are currently go for launch. Our range control team at Launch Complex 1 has also given the all clear with the vehicle and systems healthy on the pad. Things are looking great for an on-time liftoff today at 10:21 this morning, New Zealand time.
We're excited to be on the pad, ready for another Electron launch.
Or if you're in other places in the world, that's 21:21 UTC. Or if you're in Melbourne, that is 8:21 AM.
Assured access to space is something that governments and commercial satellite operators alike need to be able to rely on, no matter what disruptions the world might be facing. It's the very reason we developed the most resilient and responsive satellite launch systems ever created. Now let's take a look at how we made that possible.
2 launch complexes, 3 launch pads, across 2 countries. This is how Rocket Lab makes truly responsive access to space a reality. The world is increasingly reliant on small satellites to power our economies, to provide scientific insights and data, and to maintain national security. The satellites providing these vital services are vulnerable, be it from natural, accidental,
See, it's that small
deliberate
they can push
actions.
it.
The
It's
ability
pretty cool.
to deploy new satellites to precise orbits in a matter of hours, not months or years, is critical to maintaining a resilient space architecture. The loss of a single satellite can have far-reaching consequences. It's why Rocket Lab developed the most responsive satellite launch
That's so
system
cool.
ever created.
Seeing it
And
being
it all comes down to resilience in numbers.
hoisted up.
Between Rocket Lab Launch Complex 1 in New Zealand and Launch Complex 2 in Virginia, USA, we can support more than 130 launch opportunities every year. It's an unprecedented level of launch availability that enables
pretty
rapid
cool, actually.
replenishment of orbital assets. Resilient space is about being able to respond to evolving situations in real time. It's about having the ability to launch more than one rocket, in fact 3 rockets, from different hemispheres, simultaneously, a capability unique to Rocket Lab.
Wow, that's pretty
It's about
cool.
eliminating the fragility and complexity.
Look at that, that's all the
associated with
liquid
mobile
oxygen
launch infrastructure,
going into
and
the
instead enabling
rocket. You can
instantaneous
see
launch
it's
windows
turning
from
white.
pads that remain in a state of launch readiness 24/7, 365.
See, on
It's
a
about
SpaceX
delivering
rocket,
responsive and
the rocket's
affordable
white,
launch
so you don't get to
services
see that.
Tailored to every mission, every time. Welcome to the future of resilient space.
See, so those
We
white
can't
parts
wait to
are
be
just
hosting a
ice
webcast for
on the rocket,
simultaneous
which is
missions
pretty cool. So the
on
rocket is
LC1
actually
in New
fully
Zealand
black,
and LC2
but the
in Wallops. But for today, we're focusing on LC1.
As we
liquid
approach
oxygen
the targeted
gives
liftoff
it that
time, we're going to
white
hand you
look.
over now to listen in on comms from Mission Control for the final minutes until launch.
Oh, we're so close, guys.
LD on mission.
2 minutes and 40 seconds out from launch.
And I can't
It's going to be a good one. Let's see it. Let's see this candle light and fly. Oh. I'm excited. You excited? I'm excited. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. Alright, we're in terminal countdown. It's just lit up on the countdown there. It's covered up by my camera, but I'm just telling you guys because you can't see it at the moment. But small sacrifice for, you know, an awesome launch. But you'll get to see, you know, when it goes to staging and fairing separation and all that type of stuff.
Anti-gas ring disabled.
The hell was that? Alright, 1 minute to go. Ooh, doggy.
Stage 1 tanks are pressed. And stage 2 tanks are pressed as well.
High flow engine purges enabled. Deluge is activated.
30 seconds. We're close. We're so close. Come on.
T-minus 20 seconds and counting.
Here we go, boys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh shit. Oh, nice. Blew up a bit of the, oh, how cool. It blew up a bit of the pad there, but here we go. Oh, that's so awesome. Look at that. Oh, it's good to be watching rocket launches again. So good. See all the ice flaking off there from all the different pressures.
And there goes Electron for our 15th launch from Rocket Lab Launch Complex 1 in New Zealand. We're T plus 50 seconds and Electron is approaching max Q, or maximum aerodynamic pressure, the moment during its ascent when the forces against the vehicle are at their strongest.
Cleared maximum dynamic pressure.
Max Q. We're still looking good. We're still looking good. Which is awesome. See that plume starting to grow, so starting to get bigger, so as air pressure and there's less and less oxygen, that plume will get bigger and bigger and bigger, which is awesome. It's very good to see. And different, you know, rocket types and stuff like that. Plumes will be different colors and all that sort of stuff, so dependent on the company.
AOS at Chatham Station.
Next up will be 3 events in quick succession. We should hear the call for MECO as Electron's Rutherford engines throttle down to allow for stage separation before the engine on the second stage fires up to continue the mission to orbit.
Entered stage 1 burnout detect mode.
Oh, we're a bit jumpy here, but look at those beautiful clouds. How awesome is that? Okay. Stage separation.
Separation confirmed.
Stage 2 ignition confirmed.
Cool, cool, cool. Still climbing.
Successful MECO confirmed by Mission Control. Propulsion is continuing nominally on Electron's second stage at T plus 3 minutes into the mission, with the vehicle now travelling at several thousand kilometres an hour. Soon, the fairing halves will separate and you'll be able to watch them fall away on your screen there.
Oh, that's
And
so
there they go.
cool.
Electron has successfully jettisoned the fairing and is continuing nominally towards orbit.
That's cool. Yo, that's awesome. Can't get any better than that. Cannot get any better than that. That vacuum engine there going to work. Getting it
For
done.
those of you just joining us for today's launch for Cannon and Planet, we've made it through liftoff, main engine cutoff, stage separation, and stage 2 ignition. Electron is traveling through space at 9,000 kilometers per hour and is currently at an altitude of 153 kilometers.
A bit choppy here from the live feed from the rocket, but we're doing alright. We're doing well. Oh.
While we're coasting through the vacuum of space, let's delve a bit deeper into Rocket Lab's engines. Each of the Stage 1 Rutherford engines weighs around 35 kilos or 77 pounds and comes in at around 800 millimeters or just under 3 feet. A Stage 1 engine is capable of 24,000 newtons of thrust. Stage 2 is the same base engine with an extended nozzle. This vacuum nozzle increases the size of the engine twofold and adds an additional 1,000 newtons of thrust.
There you go. If you wanted to know more about the engines, that's it right there. We did take a quick look at the engines, but we're a bit pressed for time. We might go take a look at it once, this is done. But yeah, we're just in here for the ride at the moment.
T plus 5 minutes into the flight, and the Electron is continuing nominally through its second stage burn. Electron's next action will be to swap out the onboard batteries for a fresh new one in what's called a battery hot swap. Let's listen in for the call of that swap.
HBB battery discharge nominal, approaching hot swap in roughly 30 seconds.
Okay. Awesome.
Throttling down.
Hot swap successful.
There goes those batteries.
AFTS is safe.
And we've had a successful battery hot swap. Electron's second stage engine continues to propel the payloads towards their targeted orbit.
Good stuff. That's what we like to see. Nice red, orange glow. Vacuum engine. Putting some work in.
HVB battery discharge holding nominal.
Sorry, my voice has been a bit crap this morning.
We're at T plus 7 minutes since liftoff. In the next minute and a half or so, Electron's second stage Rutherford engine will power down before shutting off. We call this SECO, which stands for second engine cutoff, and this allows for a clean separation of the kick stage. Then, the kick stage will light its Curie engine and continue on its trajectory, coasting for a time before relighting its engine to carry the satellites closer to their optimal position orbiting Earth. We'll be ending the broadcast shortly after we hear confirmation of successful SECO and stage separation.
There's not much to say, guys. It's just wow, wow, wow.
Entered stage 2 burnout detect
It's
mode.
just so cool. So cool to watch.
Guidance is in terminal, 20 seconds remaining.
20 seconds out. They're losing just a little bit of altitude, but that's normal. That's completely normal. Bit choppy from the live feed. That's just because it's going away. And there is SECO.
You can see the engine on stage 2 has shut down. We're now waiting for kick stage separation. We've just had confirmation that the kick stage has separated. With another 40 minutes or so until that final Curie engine relights, we're going to end the launch broadcast here ahead of payload deployment. We'll share the news of mission success on our Rocket Lab social media channels within the next hour.
Thank you to our small-sat customers, Planet and Canon Electronics, for choosing to launch on Electron today. I'm Ariana Ryan.
I'm Dominic Vu. This is Rocket Lab Mission Control, signing off.
Awesome. So let's just leave that running. We'll go back over to here. So this is their Rutherford engine that they were talking about. So there's a few of them on the bottom of their rocket there, which provides a lot of their thrust. And yeah, so that was awesome. We actually got to see the launch of the Electron in focus rocket. God, how have we been waiting since that last stream to get this actual launch going? So cool, so cool. So whilst we're still here, let's look at some launches that are coming up. Cause yeah, we actually just got confirmation on Twitter, literally like 5 minutes before this stream started. We got confirmation from ULA that their Atlas V is going to be going off on November the 3rd, I believe. 2nd or 3rd. So that's in 6 days from now. That's going to be an interesting one to launch. So obviously they still need to make up the whole launch preview about it. But that's pretty much it, guys. So we'll put it here. They're done. Let's go back to here. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this awesome rocket launch. Be sure to go down below and hit subscribe and like. Make sure you comment on this video as well, anything that I can prove, or just comment, hey, and just say that you've made it. Make sure to also go follow my Instagram and Facebook pages as well. That's where I'll be posting more content about all this like space stuff and all the gaming stuff. I will be posting another video later today for Australians. I'll be posting later today. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. See you later. Peace.